These days I meet very few people who tell me they're actually doing less with more people. Some industries had that luxury, but the Great Recession of 2007 cured them of that. We're all doing more with less. And the positions that were cut back in those days have either not come back or are very slow to come back. At the same time, HR is still trying to engage top talent. HR is trying to create positive work cultures. But HR, like everyone else, is also doing more with less. It's in times like these that you just don't have time to reinvent the wheel or to blank sheet everything, so to speak. So what to do? Well, one idea is to learn from the best practices of other companies. I had a tennis coach back in high school who told me if you wanted to get better at tennis, play with people that are better than you. Best practices are all around us. You've got best practices, your peers have best practices. You can learn from them and make your company stronger. Now I realize there's an assault on the term best practices. I even saw one blog out there that read, I'm looking for best practices on how to get rid of best practices. Dilbert even said, if everyone has the same best practices, then they're just an average practice, right? Well, this would all kind of hold water if we all had enough time to actually devote to reinventing the wheel, but it's just not there. So I really encourage you to seek out those, whether you call them best practices or next practices or better practices or great, whatever you want to call them. Seek them out. Of course, modify them for your culture. You can't just take a practice from company A and put it in company B. It's not going to work. You've got to modify it. But once you do, you enjoy the rewards from doing that. Now, where do you find best practices? Well, I'll tell you one place, the 1,100 members of CAI. I would venture to say that the solution to every problem you have is out there somewhere in our membership. Okay, well then how do we surface those? Well, one way is through CAI's Ovation Awards. For 7 years, we've been recognizing and honoring companies that have best practices in the areas of HR and or people management. We're taking nominations now through December 20th of this year. All you've got to do is send me your best practice, the problem you addressed, and what results you achieve. That's all you have to do. There's no fees. We're not going to do an employee survey. There's no long forms to fill out. None of that. We'll have 3 winners, a small company, medium company, and large company, and you'll get to present your best practice at our March HR conference. This is a great way to help you build your employment brand. People want to go work for companies that have these kinds of best practices. So I encourage you to take 5 minutes and let us know what yours is. You can call me personally or send me an email at doug.blizzard@capital.org. I look forward to hearing about your best practice. Thanks and have a good day.